is a new place for addiction treatment here in Western New York, and a ribbon cutting today at the Recovery Center of Niagara at the old Newfane Hospital. It will soon open up to help patients in the area, and it's an area that certainly needed these additional beds. Channel 2's Rob Hackford went there today, and Rob, it may surprise some people that what is specifically coming in there is something that Niagara County just didn't have until now.
Yeah, these inpatient or bedded facilities, Michael. Right now, the closest place with inpatient care is almost an hour away from Newfane in West Seneca. A mother we spoke with today says having this type of treatment close to home could have made a huge difference in saving her son's life.
I lost my son in 2011.
It was an accidental overdose from prescription pills that Staten Island native Anne-Marie Parado says took her son's life. All consumed by addiction.
He said nobody understands it. Nobody cares to understand it. You know, there's no cure for it, so people run the other way.
A stigma that so many face across the country and in Niagara County especially, which had the second highest rate of overdose deaths from 2010 to 2020, according to a new report from the State Comptroller's Office.
Well, Western New York has really suffered from opiate overdoses as well as deaths.
Donna Mae DePola is president of the Recovery Center of Niagara and someone who struggled with the disease of addiction for many years downstate. Now recovered and determined to help others in a rural area with not many options.
Every patient that walks in here has a different issue, and we want to serve each one independently so we can make sure that everybody is taken care of properly.
The facility will be opening in early December. When it does, there will be 40 beds available for patients to come in. That's based on a ratio set by the State Office of Addiction Services and Supports. So if more folks are hired, there could be 60, 80 beds available for more patients in the future.
It's an important piece into our community to help those that are suffering from this addiction. We have a lot of our family members, our friends, our community members that are struggling.
Other community members, the former hospital staff, will be returning to help with this new type of care, where patients can receive a first-of-its-kind treatment in Niagara County. That Anne-Marie says as long as the staff shows those struggling love, it could save someone like her son.
Yes, as long as the community supports it, as long as law enforcement sees it and then brings it not to jail, but to a facility. It's individualized treatment. What works for one is not going to work for the other.
Yeah, and Michael, that's why the center's president did add that they're taking their time this month to get everything set up. She said, quote, to me today, people's lives are at stake here and they don't want to rush this.
Yeah, no doubt about that. So we talked about how this is the only type of place like this in Niagara County and how far away the nearest one is to where Newfane is right now. What about the rest of our counties and how they kind of stack up with that? Yeah,
well, the next closest one, or the next highest rate for people with 100,000 people per beds is Chautauqua County, actually, followed by Genesee and Erie counties. And, you know, it's interesting, though, because based on the Comptroller's report, Chautauqua County wasn't even in the top 15 where these overdose deaths were the highest. Neither was Genesee. Erie County had the 7th highest rate of deaths between 2010 and 2020. So this appears to be a case of where the state is putting more focus in areas where people won't have to travel for this sort of treatment. Yeah, it makes sense to put it where the need is greatest, something that we're now doing. Rob, Thank you very much.